difficult and create an environment similar to the regular season. I mean, there's going to be days where we're not at our best at practice, and that's going to happen in games, and we got to find ways to come out on top when it's not going our way. So as many environments as we can create, as many situations as we create to where we have to grow as a team, I think it's really important. So you can't do that unless the guys do it. So they've done a great job kind of setting the tone, and I thought they've competed at a high level the first 4 days.
How do you feel like the transition went for Xavier from with the deadline last year, trying to catch up with the system and all that? How much of a better position do you feel like he is coming into this season?
I thought it was a great transition. That's a good question. I thought he's really smart, and he picked up on stuff right away. And so it's really great that we have him at the beginning of the year because I think it helps our versatility. But the transition was great, and it's seamless. I mean, it feels like now he's been here for a long time, and he's great at asking questions, but he'll be an integral part to what we do.
How important is it to get a look at some of the younger guys, development that they've seen this preseason, and how those guys can factor into this?
Yeah, it's important, but really it just comes down to their practice habits and their ability to understand situations. Today we had a great drill, and the younger guys made us better. And so the more that they're just in our drills, competing, but also just executing our system on offense and defense, they do a great job coming in and getting their player development work in. So the whole preseason we'll be able to look at that as well.
Jordan, how is he looking? What are you looking for out of him?
Jordan's been good. Just can he execute defensively? Can he guard 1 through 5? Can he execute our coverages on the offensive end? Can he move the ball? Can he read 2-on-1s, and can he make open shots, and can he crash on the offensive rebound? So we're just looking for simple details to be done over and over again. That's top to bottom.
Joe, with all the analytics and all the things that go into the game, how much of it do you rely on mental? Like, it's up to the guys not to execute all the numbers, but just want it more. Like you showed it off the film, the guy cutting out the candy, the mental aspect of repeating. Like, how big of that is in comparison to the on the floor, the analytics that you're looking for?
I think they go hand in hand. I think they're both really important. I think it's our job as coaches to create offensive and defensive systems that mirror the analytics so that the guys don't have to think about it. And what we do and why we do is based on a portion of that. So that's kind of our job. And then the guys just work to execute it and then use their instincts to make it better. And so I think it's both. It's having your systems, but then it's also understanding that at the end of the day, why is training camp so hard? Because it's a mindset, and it comes down to that. You have to find ways, even when things are really hard, to execute, and you have to find a way to just be great and work at that. So the guys do a great job of doing that, and they've competed through the first 4 days.
How do you determine what player likes to be pushed certain ways? Like, some guys need support and encouragement, other guys you jump.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just depends. I think it depends on the day. I think it depends on where that guy is at. I think it depends over the course of the season. That's part of relying on our staff. Our staff spends much more individual time with them, and it's really, I really take a lot of insight from them on where they think the guy is at, and then also the relationships that I try to build with them. I think are really important, and trying to break that coach-player barrier down. That's really important for me to break that down. As long as we know we're on the same page about trying to get the best out of each other and the team, I think it works.
How would you like to be motivated?
Me?
You.
I mean, again, it depends. It was different. There were days where I wanted to be yelled at. There was days where I needed to just be coached. And I think everybody goes through different phases, and I think that's what coaching is finding, okay, what phase is this player in? What type of communication style do I need to use in order to get to that player? And then how can we do it together?
You gave Drew a lot of autonomy when he first came in. How did you see that trust in him kind of pay off and him kind of like take hold in those big moments?
Yeah, I mean, one, I think it took pressure off him throughout the course of the season because he didn't have to guard on the ball the best player all the time. He was allowed to be impactful defensively for us in different ways. And so I think it took a little bit of physical pressure and contact and off of him. But then I think it just opened up his creativity and his instincts to do things that just in the course of a game he has the ability to do. And when Drew's at his best, he's not thinking, he's just instinctually reacting, and he can change a defensive possession, change an entire game.
Do you feel like you can get out of Denver next weekend, playing those games in Abu Dhabi, and do you have a plan in terms of minutes and who will play in those games?
We'll talk about that on the plane. So I haven't really thought about the opponent as much as what we need to get accomplished and what our objectives are, whether it's a practice or a game, and then so we'll kind of go from there.
Knicks obviously made a big move with Towns. From just the roster and for making that kind of move right before camp? You have a similar situation with Drew last year, just a challenge of that from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I think all teams have tried to make roster moves to get better. Crosby Towns is a great player. They're a great team. And, we got to focus on us and we got to get better every day. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it.